cafes had grown quiet. The evening lights were low, and we walked home together with nowhere else to go. The streets were filled with shadows. The summer air was warm, and somehow every little step felt safe from every storm. We never hurried forward, we never watched the time, because walking there beside you made everything feel right. Some journeys matter most when they move slowly. Our slow walk home still lives inside my mind, like a road made out of moonlight I couldn't leave behind. Our slow walk home still warms me through the years, closer than it appears. Our slow walk home still shines quietly tonight. The sound of distant laughter, the breeze among the trees, the rhythm of our footsteps move gently with the breeze. You pointed toward the stars as if you knew them all, and I remember thinking then how beautiful life was. The world felt wide before us, the future felt so near, and happiness sat softly beside us there. The heart remembers roads the feet no longer walk. Our slow walk home still lives inside my mind, like a road made out of moonlight I couldn't leave behind. Our slow walk home still warms me through the years, closer than it appears. Our slow walk home still shines quietly tonight. Now a night settles softly across familiar streets. I hear those distant footsteps returning back to me, not with sorrow, not with regret, only gratitude for the road we shared. Some roads lead us forward, some lead us back again. This one lives forever inside my heart. Our slow walk home still glows inside my soul, like summer lights at midnight, gentle and whole. Our slow walk home will always stay with me, a quiet kind of happiness meant to be. The city falls asleep, the stars remain above, and we're still walking home through memory and love. There was a time in our lives when everything felt new. The sea was wide before us, and the sky was endless blue. We walked beneath the evening light with nowhere else to be, and somehow all the world felt small beside the sea. The days were never perfect, but they were full and bright, and happiness came quietly on warm July nights. Back then we didn't know how beautiful it was. We were summer once, young beneath the sky, holding little moments as the days went by. We were summer once, and though the years have flown, part of that warm season still feels like home. We were summer once, and somehow still remain. The cafes by the shoreline, the sound of distant waves, the conversations after sunset, the memories that stay. The breeze moved through your hair, the lantern softly glowed, and every road before us looked like an open road. No one can keep the seasons, no hand can stop the years, yet some beautiful moments remain forever near. The heart grows older, but keeps its summer days. We were summer once, young beneath the sky, holding little moments as the days went by. We were summer once, and though the years have flown, part of that warm season still feels like home. Now an evening settles and the world grows still. I sit beside the window beyond the distant hill, and I realize at last what the years have shown. The greatest gift in life is not what we own, it's the people we remember, the roads we used to roam, the summers we carry long after they're gone. We cannot return to who we used to be, but those beautiful seasons still live inside memory. We were summer once, and summer lives on still in every quiet sunset beyond the hill. We were summer once, and always will remain, like warm light on the ocean after summer rain. We were summer once, and always will be. The sea grows calm at evening, the sky fades into blue, and somewhere in that endless summer, I'm still walking beside you. If I could ask for one small thing from all the passing years. It wouldn't be for yesterday or all my vanished dreams. I'd only ask for one more evening by the sea with you, watching sunlight fade away as summer skies turn blue. The world was growing quiet, the tide was rolling in, and happiness sat gently there upon the evening wind. Some moments feel so ordinary until they're gone. One more summer evening is all I'd ask somehow. One more walk beside the sea, like then and now. One more summer evening beneath the fading light, to hold the quiet happiness we knew that night. One more summer evening still lives in me. The cafes lit their windows as the day began to sleep, and conversation softened like waves beneath our feet. You smiled without a reason, and I smiled back at you, never knowing years would pass the way they always do. The breeze carried the salt air, the sky was painted gold, and even now that evening never feels old. Some evenings quietly become a lifetime of memories. One more summer evening is all I'd ask somehow. One more walk beside the sea, like then and now. One more summer evening beneath the fading light, to hold the quiet happiness we knew that night. One more summer evening still lives in me. Now whenever July returns and warm winds fill the shore, part of me goes back again to what was there before. Not to change a single thing or ask for time to stay, only to sit beside you once at the end of day. Life keeps moving onward like waves upon the sea, yet certain evenings remain forever quietly. One more summer evening still glows inside my heart, like sunlight on the water long after we're apart. One more summer evening we'll never drift away, because some sunsets never fade. The stars begin to gather above the distant sea, and one more summer evening still waits for me. can be, not in grand words or promises, but in simple company. The sunlight crossed the shoreline, the wind moved through the trees, and happiness was hidden there inside the evening breeze. We sat beside each other, watching daylight slowly fade, never knowing memories were quietly being made. The heart keeps little moments long after time has gone. Under the summer sky still lives inside my soul, like a season made of sunlight that never grows old. Under the summer sky still shines in gentle blue, and every summer evening brings me back to you. Under the summer sky still feels close somehow. The cafes glowed behind us, the sea stretched far ahead, and every path before us seemed endless. Then instead you smiled into the distance as lanterns filled the night, and I remember thinking the world had become light. No one can hold a season, no hand can stop the years, yet some beautiful moments remain forever near. The brightest days of life often pass unnoticed. Under the summer sky still lives inside my soul, like a season made of sunlight that never grows old. Under the summer sky still shines in gentle blue, and every summer evening brings me back to you. Under the summer sky still feels close somehow. Now whenever warm winds blow and July paints the sea, I find those quiet memories waiting there for me, not asking to return, not asking me to stay, only shining softly along the way. Perhaps that's what love becomes after many years, a gentle light that stays even when it disappears. Under the summer sky still glows inside my heart, long after summer ended and we drifted apart. Under the summer sky little cafe. The sea stretched endlessly blue, and every afternoon there felt brighter next to you. The sound of distant waves moved gently through the air, and somehow all my worries seemed lighter there. The sunlight on the water, the breeze beneath the sky, everything looked beautiful as summer drifted by. Some places become memories before we understand why. The sea beyond the cafe still lives inside my mind, like a quiet kind of happiness time couldn't leave behind. The sea beyond the cafe still shines in shades of blue, and every wave returning brings me back to you. The sea beyond the cafe still feels close somehow. The coffee slowly cooled as evening drew near. We sat beside the window with nothing left to fear. The world moved softly around us like music from afar, and every ordinary moment felt exactly where we are. We didn't know then how precious life could be, sitting by the sea with you beside me. The best moments in life rarely asked to stay. The sea beyond the cafe still lives inside my mind, like a quiet kind of happiness time couldn't leave behind. The sea beyond the cafe still shines in shades of blue, and every wave returning brings me back to you. Now whenever I hear waves or smell the summer air, I find myself returning to that little place out there. Not because the years were perfect, but because they felt so true, and every road inside my heart still somehow leads to you. The sea keeps all our stories, even after years go by. The sea beyond the cafe still glimmers in my soul, like sunlight on the water that never grows old. The sea beyond the cafe still waits beyond the years, bringing back the quiet joy and happy tears. The tide rolls in slowly, the evening sky turns blue, and somewhere by that cafe I'm still sitting there with you. There was a bench beside the shore, facing out toward the sea. Nothing special to the world, but it meant the world to me. The waves arrived in quiet lines, the evening drifted slow, and every summer sunset there seemed softer in its glow. You sat beside me silently, the sky sky turned shades of gold, and happiness felt simple then, like something we could hold. Some places stay forever because of who was there. The bench by the shore still waits inside my heart. Though years have come and gone, we're never far apart. The bench by the shore still shines in evening light, holding all the little moments we left behind that night. The bench by the shore still feels close somehow. We watch the distant sailboats disappear into the blue, and spoke about tomorrow as young people do. The breeze carried the ocean, the sky slowly grew dim, and every passing minute felt quietly like a hymn. No grand promises were spoken, no forever had a name. Yet somehow all those evenings still remain the same. The sea keeps many memories and gives them back with time. The bench by the shore still waits inside my heart. Though years have come and gone, we're never far apart. The bench by the shore still shines in evening light, holding all the little moments we left behind that night. The bench by the shore still feels close somehow. Now whenever I see sunsets touch the distant sea, part of me returns again to who we used to be. Not because I wish to stay inside those days gone by, but because some beautiful moments never truly say goodbye. The waves keep moving onward, yet never wash away the people and the memories that chose to stay. The bench by the shore still glows inside my soul, like a lantern by the ocean, soft and whole. The bench by the shore will always wait for me, somewhere between the sunset and the sea. The tide comes in softly, the sky grows deep and wide, and somewhere on that old bench you're still by my side. There was a summer long ago that never truly left, not because of where we went, but because of who was there. The sunlight rested on your hair like it had nowhere else to be, and every quiet afternoon felt like eternity. We never called it happiness, we simply lived each day, never knowing all those moments would refuse to fade away. Back then we thought summer would come again, the same. The summer we never forgot still lives inside our hearts, like waves returning to the shore. No matter where they start, the summer we never forgot still shines beyond the years, closer than it appears. The summer we never forgot was more than time and place. It was the way the world grew warm whenever I saw your face. The cafe by the seaside, the breeze upon the sand, the quiet way you held your cup with sunlight on your hands. We spoke of little things in life, the kind that drift away, yet somehow I remember them as if they were today. The days were never perfect, but they were real and true, and somehow every memory still begins with you. Some summers end, others stay forever. The summer we never forgot still lives inside our hearts, like waves returning to the shore. No matter where they start, the summer we never forgot still shines beyond the years, closer than it appears. The summer we never forgot was more than time and place. It was the way the world grew warm whenever I saw your face. Now when warm winds arrive and your light fills the sky, part of me returns again to those days gone by, not with sadness, not with regret, only gratitude somehow for having known a season that still lives with me now. The years keep moving onward like clouds above the sea, but some summers become part of who we'll always be. The summer we never forgot still glows in the evening light, like a lantern in the distance, soft and bright. The summer we never forgot will never drift apart, because certain seasons stay inside the heart. The waves keep reaching shore, the years continue on, but somewhere in that summer we're still young. Summer stayed in your eyes long after daylight faded, like sunlight resting quietly on memories time created. Whenever you looked at me, the world seemed calm and clear, and every little worry simply disappeared. The breeze moved through The sea shines silver blue, and every summer evening somehow led to you. Some people carry seasons within their hearts. Summer stayed in your eyes, even after years had flown, like a place I once belonged and still call home. Summer stayed in your eyes, soft as evening light, still shining through my memories. Tonight, summer stayed in your eyes and never went away. We walk beneath the lanterns as cafes close their doors, talking about tomorrow like we had endless shores. The world felt young around us, the future full of skies, and all I ever needed was reflected in your eyes. No one knew how precious those simple moments were until they slowly became the memories we prefer. The heart learns slowly what the years reveal. Summer stayed in your eyes, even after years had flown, like a place I once belonged and still call home. Summer stayed in your eyes, soft as evening light, still shining through my memories. Tonight, summer stayed in your eyes and never went away. Now when warm nights return and distant music plays, I find those old emotions walking through my days. Not because I miss the past or wish for time to bend, but because some beautiful seasons never truly end. Love does not disappear, it changes into light, quietly guiding us through every night. Summer stayed in your eyes and still remains somehow closer than it was back then, and closer now. Summer stayed in your eyes, like stars above the sea, still shining softly over me. Summer stayed in your eyes and never went away. The night grows calm around me, the waves move slow and wise, and somewhere in the distance, summer stays in your eyes. After sunset came the quiet, when the world had settled down. The cafes lit their windows with soft and amber sounds. You wrapped your hands around a cup as evening filled the air, and somehow all of life felt lighter sitting there. The sea beyond the window reflected distant light, and every little moment felt endless in the night. Coffee after sunset still warms me from within. Coffee after sunset, I return to it again. Coffee after sunset still lingers in the air, like a quiet kind of love waiting there. We didn't talk about forever or promise anything. We simply shared the silence and listened to the wind. The world outside kept turning, the hours drifted by, and happiness sat quietly beneath the summer sky. The smallest moments often stay the longest, don't they? The way your hand stayed near mine when the music slipped away. Coffee after sunset still warms me from within. Coffee after sunset, I return to it again. Coffee after sunset still lingers in the air, like a quiet kind of love waiting there. Time may take the seasons far beyond our view, but certain evenings stay forever new. The cup runs low, the stars come through, and I keep that hour like a song I knew. Coffee after sunset still shines inside my soul. Coffee after sunset, it makes the cold feel old. Coffee after sunset will always comfort me, like summer resting quietly beside the sea. The last cup slowly cools, the stars fill up the dome, and somewhere after sunset, I'm still coming home. No one told us it would be the last day by the sea. The waves arrived just like before, as endlessly as memory. The sky was painted silver blue, the summer air stood still, and every little sound around felt softer on the hill. You held your coffee quietly and looked out toward the tide, while evening gathered slowly on the shoreline by our side. We never know which day becomes the last. The last day by the sea still lives inside my heart, like footprints on the shoreline, long after tides depart. The last day by the sea still shines in evening light, closer now somehow than it was that night. The last day by the sea never really went away. We talked about small things like tomorrow would arrive, the kind of simple conversations that keep old summers alive. The wind moved through the grasses, the gulls flew overhead, and not a single word was said about the roads ahead. If I had known that evening would become a memory, I might have watched more carefully the light upon the sea. The heart keeps details, time forgets to say. The last day by the sea still lives inside my heart, like footprints on the shoreline, long after tides depart. The last day by the sea still shines in evening light, closer now somehow than it was that night. The last day by the sea never really went away. Now every summer evening when the sky grows pale and white, I feel those distant footsteps returning with the tide, not with sorrow, not with regret, only gratitude for a season I won't forget. The sea keeps moving onward, yet never leaves behind the stories people carry across the years of time. The last day by the sea still glows inside my soul, like moonlight on the water, quiet and whole. The last day by the sea will always stay with me, a beautiful goodbye beside the sea. The waves continue singing, the evening fades to blue, and somewhere on that shoreline I'm still there with you. Years have passed like drifting clouds across an endless sky. People change and seasons turn, and days go quietly by. But sometimes in the afternoon, when sunlight fills the room, I feel those old summers returning far too soon. The cafes and the laughter, the roads we used to know, still shine inside my memory with a gentle glow. Some lights grow softer, but never disappear. The summer light remains, the summer light remains, like warmth upon the ocean, long after sunset fades. The summer light remains, still shining quietly in every every beautiful memory you left with me. I no longer search for yesterday or ask the years to stay, because love becomes a lantern that softly lights the way. The breeze still smells of summer, the sea still meets the shore, and certain kinds of happiness return forevermore. The world keeps moving onward as it was meant to do, yet every summer evening still carries traces of you. The brightest moments never truly leave. The summer light remains, the summer light remains, like warmth upon the ocean long after sunset fades. The summer light remains, still shining quietly in every beautiful memory you left with me. Now when warm winds find me in the middle of July, I look up at the evening and quietly smile, because some loves don't vanish, they simply change their form, becoming light within us, gentle and warm. Time may take the season far beyond our sight, but love becomes a memory, and memory becomes light. The summer light remains, the summer light remains, still glowing after rain, like sunlight through a window, calling my name. The summer light remains, and always will remain, in every quiet evening after summer rain. The sky grows slowly darker, the stars begin to shine, and somewhere in that summer light, you're still beside mine. The sound of waves at dusk moves softly through the air, as evening wrapped the shoreline in colors calm and rare. We sat beside the water without a word to say, because some kinds of happiness need no other way. The horizon slowly darkened, the first stars came to light, and somehow all of life felt gentle that night. The sea remembers stories we no longer tell. The sound of waves at dusk still echoes in my soul, like a song the ocean sang that never grows old. The sound of waves at dusk still carries me away to those warm summer evenings, that quiet shoreline, your shadow in the light, the way the sea reflected the coming of the night. The world seemed full of wonder, the future felt so wide, and happiness sat peacefully right there by our side. No promises were needed, no grand words filled the sky. Love was simply living there as time drifted by. Some memories return like waves upon the shore. The sound of waves at dusk still echoes in my soul, like a song the ocean sang that never grows old. The sound of waves at dusk still carries me away to those warm summer evenings that quietly stay. The sound of waves at dusk still calls my name. Now whenever evening falls upon the summer sea, I hear those distant waves again, calling quietly to me. Not with sorrow, not with pain, but like old friends returning once again. The sea keeps moving onward, yet never leaves behind the footsteps and the stories it carries through time. The sound of waves at dusk still shines inside my heart, like moonlight on the water after dark. The sound of waves at dusk will always remain, like summer after sunset, after rain. The tide rolls softly inward, the night turns deep blue, and somewhere by the shoreline, I'm still there with you. The night was warm in July, and the world had fallen still. The sea reflected distant lights beyond the quiet hill. We sat outside the little cafe long after closing time, listening to the summer breeze and letting hours unwind. No one seemed in a hurry, the city drifted slow, and happiness arrived so gently without needing to show. Some nights become forever without making a sound. The warm night in July still lives inside my heart, like moonlight on the water long after we're apart. The warm night in July still shines beyond the years, closer than it appears. The warm night in July still feels like yesterday. The lanterns glowed above us, the streets grew calm and wide, and every little moment there felt safe with you beside. Seaside. We talked about the future, like time would always wait, never knowing life would move quieter than fate. The waves moved in the distance, the stars hung low and bright, and all I ever wanted was to stay inside that night. The happiest moments rarely know their names. The warm night in July still lives inside my heart, like moonlight on the water, long after we're apart. The warm night in July still shines beyond the years, closer than it appears. The warm night in July still feels like yesterday. Now every summer evening, when the air grows soft and mild, I find myself remembering how life once gently smiled. Not because I wish to return or ask for time to stay, but because some beautiful nights never fade away. The years may keep on moving like tides beneath the moon, yet certain nights remain with us quietly in bloom. The warm night in July still glows inside my soul, like a light upon the ocean, soft and whole. The warm night in July will always stay with me, like summer breathing slowly beside the sea. The stars are still above me, the waves still touch the shore, and somewhere in that July night we're young once more. I remember summer evenings when the world moved slowly by. You stood beside the shoreline, beneath the fading sky. The breeze moved through your hair like a song without a sound. And somehow in that moment, everything I needed could be found. The sea was calm before us, the sun was sinking low, and I wish that little evening would never have to go. Some memories stay alive in the smallest things. The breeze in your hair still moves through my mind like a summer melody time couldn't leave behind. The breeze in your hair still dances through the years, soft as distant laughter, always near. The breeze in your hair still lives with me somehow. We walked without a destination along the quiet shore. always kept writing stories beneath our feet. No promises were spoken, no grand words filled the air, but love was quietly living in the silence there. The heart remembers gently what time cannot erase. The breeze in your hair still moves through my mind like a summer melody time couldn't leave behind. The breeze in your hair still dances through the years, soft as distant laughter, always near. Now whenever evening falls across the summer sea, I feel those quiet moments returning back to me. Not as sadness, not as pain, but like warm light after rain, a beautiful season that remains. We never truly lose the people we once loved. They become part of sunsets and skies above. The breeze in your hair still shines inside my soul like one last summer evening that never grows old. The breeze in your hair still follows where I go like a gentle wind only memory knows. The sea grows dark slowly, the stars begin to appear, and I still feel the breeze in your hair. There was a song the ocean knew before we ever met, a melody of summer winds I somehow can't forget. The waves kept singing softly along the silver shore, as if they had been waiting for us to hear them more. The evening carried quiet, the sky was painted blue, and every little sound of sea began to sound like you. Some songs are never written, yet live inside the heart. The song the ocean knew still echoes through the years, like distant waves returning to places once held dear. The song the ocean knew still lingers in the air. Whenever summer finds me, I hear it everywhere. The song the ocean knew still calls me by your name. We walked beside the shoreline, leaving footprints in the sand, not knowing time was quietly slipping through our hands. The moon rose over water, the breeze moved through the night, and somehow every ordinary moment felt exactly right. No promises were spoken, no forever had begun, yet love was there people leave behind. The song the ocean knew still echoes through the years, like distant waves returning to places once held dear. The song the ocean knew still lingers in the air. Whenever summer finds me, I hear it everywhere. Now when I stand by oceans in places far away, the same old song returns to me as clear as yesterday. Not with sadness, not with regret, only quiet gratitude for a love I won't forget. The sea grows old with no one, yet stays forever new. And somewhere in its endless song, it still remembers you. The song the ocean knew still shines beneath the sky, like moonlight on the water as the years go by. The song the ocean knew will never drift apart, because the ocean keeps what matters to the heart. The tide rolls in softly, the stars begin to gleam, and somewhere in that ocean song, you're still with me.